Welcome students in the lecture of chemistry. In this particular lecture we are going to deal with absolute zero temperature. We will understand in its simplest meaning absolute zero of temperature, that is 0 Kelvin. Remember, Kelvin is the SI unit of fundamental physical quantity named temperature. Once again, Kelvin is the SI unit of fundamental physical quantity named temperature. Before introduction of the unit Kelvin, we were measuring temperature in the unit called degrees Celsius. A Swedish scientist named Celsius almost before 250 years had introduced the Celsius scale of temperature. Let us imagine how he must have created his famous Celsius scale of temperature. He must have taken a thin capillary tube, the bulb was attached at one of the ends of the capillary tube. Then he must have filled, then he must have poured mercury into this thin capillary. So here is mercury. Then he must have evacuated the remaining part of the capillary tube and he must have sealed it. Just to protect it, he must have put a protective case, protective covering around. Then he must have put the bulb into the vessel trough containing ice. See, this is the imagination. We are just imagining how scientist named Celsius must have created his scale. Now, everyone knows that liquid expands when heated and contracts when cooled. So obviously, mercury level in the capillary tube must be falling down. Imagine mercury has fallen to this particular level and then stabilized, then did not fall further. Celsius must have marked 0 degrees Celsius here. Then he must have put the bulb into the boiling water. obviously mercury will be rising up, and finally it will be steady at particular level, and Celsius then must have marked this level as 100 degree Celsius, and then he must have made 100 equal markings between the lower fixed point and the upper fixed point, and then this thing was called thermometer, Celsius thermometer. So please remember, Celsius thermometer is the device that measures the temperature. The lower fixed point was chosen 0 degree Celsius, and the upper fixed point was chosen 100 degree Celsius. 0 degree Celsius is regarded as freezing point of water, and 100 degree Celsius is regarded as boiling point of water. So this is how we can imagine that Celsius thermometer must have been prepared. Everyone knows now that lower fixed point is 0 degree Celsius, and upper fixed point is 100 degree Celsius in a Celsius thermometer. This thermometer was introduced almost 250 years back, when chemistry was not developed, when we did not understand the exact meaning of the term temperature. So the thermometer, Celsius thermometer, was developed in the era when chemistry was an infant, and we did not know the exact meaning of temperature. With the progress of chemistry, we developed the meaning of temperature. We developed the definition of temperature. Thus, temperature is defined as the level of hotness or coldness. After the definition of temperature was compiled, scientists realized that 0 degree Celsius is not the actual zero, absolute zero, real zero. Once again, after realizing the exact meaning of the term temperature, physical quantity named temperature, scientists realized that 0 degree Celsius is not the real zero, the actual zero, the absolute zero. And this fact was realized by many scientists. Scientists soon realized that most of the natural laws do not obey Celsius scale of temperature. In the other words, the laws in nature are not found to be agreeing the Celsius scale of temperature. Once again, the natural laws are not agreeing to the Celsius scale of temperature. So, scientists realize that 0 degree Celsius cannot be the actual zero, the real zero, or the absolute zero of temperature. Remember, when I say that I have zero amount with me, it means that I have no amount with me. Similarly, when I say temperature of ice is 0 degree Celsius, it means that ice does not have heat in it. The level of hotness of ice is 0. Once again, when I say that I have 0 rupees with me, 0 amount with me, it can only mean that I do not have any amount with me. My wallet, my pocket is completely empty. Similarly, when we say temperature of ice is 0 degree Celsius, it can only mean that ice does not have any heat within. There is complete heatlessness. But this is not true. Ice has heat in it. Someone may laugh at this particular explanation. They can argue that how can ice bear heat? How can ice possess heat when it is extremely cold? Remember, we feel ice extremely cold only because that its temperature is much below our body temperature. Please remember one very important thing. If we touch any object and if the temperature of that body is more than our body temperature, we will find it hot. And if its temperature is less than our body temperature, then we will find it cold. So, hotness or coldness are the relative terms. Ice is cold because its temperature is much less than our body temperature, and boiling water is hot only because its temperature must be much greater than our body temperature. As for example, if you put a few pieces of ice into the hands of an alien whose body temperature is minus 50 degrees Celsius, then he will shout aloud that, of course in his language, that ice is very hot. Once again, if we put an ice cube in the hands of an alien whose body temperature is minus 50 degrees Celsius, then that particular alien will shout in his language that ice is hot. So please remember, the hotness or the coldness are the relative terms. In the simple meaning, ice has a heat in it. So when heat is present in the ice, we cannot consider its temperature to be 0. When we say temperature of ice is 0 degrees Celsius, it can only mean that ice must not have any heat. But we know that ice possesses heat. What is the simplest meaning of the term heat? Remember, The simplest meaning of heat is molecular motion. So long as,
Kinetic energy released by molecular motion.
once again, heat is nothing but the kinetic energy released due to molecular motion. So long as there exists molecular motion, we can say there exists heat. Remember, although ice is solid, but its molecules will be vibrating. So, since the molecules are vibrating, we can say ice has heat in it, and so long as ice has heat in it, we cannot claim that its temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, because temperature is the level of hotness. When we say temperature of ice is 0 degrees Celsius, it means that the level of hotness in ice is 0. But we know that ice has heat in it because there exists molecular motion. Soon scientists realized that the actual zero, the real zero, the absolute zero must be that temperature when the object must not have any heat. So soon the question was posed that at what temperature the objects will not have any heat within, the condition of utter heatlessness. Using certain laws, scientists have realized that the substance will be heatless when temperature falls to minus 273.15 degree Celsius. So once again, at this particular temperature, the objects will not possess any heat. At this particular temperature, all types of molecular motion stop, and when there is no molecular motion, there is no heat, and when there is no heat, the temperature is called real zero, actual zero, or absolute zero, and that particular temperature is minus 273.15 degree Celsius. So the new scale of temperature was introduced, and it was Kelvin scale. Remember, minus 273.15 degrees Celsius is called 0 Kelvin. So the reading in Celsius scale is if minus 273.15 degrees Celsius, then the reading in Kelvin scale of temperature will be 0 Kelvin. Remember, one amazing part of the story is that although temperature are not same on a Celsius scale as well as Kelvin scale, but the difference, luckily the difference is same on both the scale. So if we put 1 Kelvin here, then we can put minus 272.15 degree Celsius. So please remember one surprising thing, amazing thing, a great coincidence, that although the temperature are not same on Celsius scale as well as Kelvin scale, but the difference on both the scale is exactly the same. So we can write minus 272.15 degrees Celsius exactly at the same level of 1 Kelvin. Similarly, if I put 3 Kelvin here, then I must put minus 270.15 degree Celsius, and if I put of course I have not enough space here, so just imagine that if I put 73 Kelvin here, then I'll be adding 70 to this, so I can put minus 200.15 degree Celsius. Correct. And let me add 200. So if I write 273 Kelvin here, then I must write exactly opposite to this. Come on, what? Minus 0.15 degree Celsius. And if at all I write here 273.15 Kelvin, then I must write here 0 degree Celsius. So please remember, temperature of ice is 0 degree Celsius, and on Kelvin scale we can say that temperature of ice is 273.15 Kelvin. Our body temperature is roughly 37 degrees Celsius. So on the Kelvin scale it will be, let me add 37 here, so plus 37, so it will be 310.15 Kelvin. Okay, so please remember our body temperature is on Celsius scale 37 degrees Celsius, and on Kelvin scale it is 310.15 Kelvin. So you must have realized one thing, that if we add 273.15 to this value, then we get this value. Once again, add 273.15 to this particular value and you will be getting this value. It means that it implies that if we add 273.15 to temperature in the Celsius scale, then we get temperature in the Kelvin scale. So this is the formula that relates two scales of temperature, namely the Celsius scale and Kelvin scale. Remember, simple way of understanding this. This is small t and this is big T. Add something to small t, add something to small t and get a big T. As for example, if you want to convert say 5 degrees Celsius into Kelvin or 20 Kelvin into Celsius, then use this particular relation. Degree Celsius represents small t, chota chai, small t. Add something to small t and get a big T. That is the way to remember. That is the way to make conversion. So 5 degrees Celsius represents small t. Add something. What will you add? Of course, 273.15. So when you add 273.15 to 5 degrees Celsius, you will get 278.15. So please remember, 5 degrees Celsius is as good as 278.15 Kelvin. Now 20 Kelvin. Kelvin is a big T. So if you want to convert big T into small t, then you have to take something. Take something out of big T and you will get small t. Now what will you be taking? Of course, once again 273.15. So when you subtract 273.15 from 20, you will get 0 degree. You will get temperature in degrees Celsius. So 20 minus 273.15, isn't it? So it will be minus 253.15. So this is the way, this is the method, this is the formula, very simple formula to convert temperature in Celsius scale to temperature in Kelvin scale. Add something to small t in order to get the big T.